Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English Unleashed now. I'm Ahmed, and today, we are going to learn 50 practical phone conversation sentences. These are short, natural, and easy to use. You can use them at work, in casual calls with friends, or even when booking an appointment. Today, I will give you each sentence. Then I will explain what it means. I will also show you when to use it. Finally, I will give you one or two examples to practice. Are you ready? Let's begin. Here is the first simple sentence. Hello, this is Ahmed speaking. We use this at the beginning of a phone call. For example, hello, this is Ahmed speaking. I'm calling from English Unleashed now. Or hello, this is Ahmed speaking. How may I assist you today? Next sentence. Hi, may I speak to Sarah, please? We use this when someone else answers the phone, and you want to be connected to another person. For example, hi, may I speak to Sarah, please? It's Ahmed calling. Or hi, may I speak to Mr. Wilson, please? I have a question about my order. Here is another important one. Good morning, how can I help you? We use this when answering a phone at work, in customer service, or at a business. For example, good morning, how can I help you today? Or good morning, how can I help you with your booking? Next, is this a good time to talk? We use this when calling unexpectedly, or when we are unsure if the person is busy. For example, hi, is this a good time to talk about the report? Or hi, is this a good time, or should I call later? Here is another sentence. I'm calling about our meeting tomorrow. This tells the person the reason for your call. For example, hi James, I'm calling about our meeting tomorrow. Are we still on? Or hello, I'm calling about our meeting tomorrow morning. Can we move it to the afternoon? Next, I just wanted to check in with you. This means you are following up or asking how someone is doing. For example, hey, I just wanted to check in with you and see how the project is going. Or I just wanted to check in with you after your surgery. How are you feeling? Now here is a very useful one. Can you hear me? Okay. We use this when the call line is unclear. For example, hello, can you hear me? Okay, you're breaking up a bit. Or can you hear me okay now? I moved to a quieter place. Another important phrase. Sorry, I think we have a bad connection. We say this when the line is poor or there is too much noise. For example, sorry, I think we have a bad connection. You're cutting in and out. Or I can't hear you clearly. I think we have a bad connection. Next, thanks for getting back to me. We use this when someone returns your call or message. For example, hi Anna, thanks for getting back to me so quickly. Or thanks for getting back to me. I really appreciate your time. Another phrase. I hope I'm not calling at a bad time. We use this at the start of a call, especially if we don't want to interrupt someone's day. For example, hi, I hope I'm not calling at a bad time. Do you have a minute? Or I hope I'm not calling at a bad time. I just had a quick question. Here is a question for you. Do you often feel unsure how to start a call politely? If yes, comment below and share your experience. Next useful sentence. Sorry, could you say that again? We use this when we didn't hear or understand something. For example, sorry, could you say that again? The line cut out for a second. Or sorry, could you say that again? I didn't catch the last part. Next, can you speak a bit more slowly? We use this when the speaker is talking too fast. For example, can you speak a bit more slowly, please? I'm taking notes. Or sorry, can you speak a bit more slowly? It's hard to hear on this line. Next phrase. I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it? For example, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it one more time? Or sorry, I didn't catch that. Was that your address? Next, let me make sure I understood you correctly. We use this to double-check details, like date, time, or instructions. For example, let me make sure I understood you correctly. The meeting is at 2 p.m. on Zoom, right? Or let me make sure I understood you. You said the report is due on Friday. Here is another question for you. When you check details on a call, do you repeat everything back or just some key points? Comment below. I'll answer at the end. Next, can I take a message for you? We use this when the person the caller wants to speak to is not available. For example, sorry, Jake isn't here right now. Can I take a message for you? Or sorry, she's in a meeting. Can I take a message for you? Next, would you like to leave a message? We use this when the person is unavailable, and we want to give the caller a chance to leave information. For example, she is out of the office at the moment. Would you like to leave a message? Or would you like to leave a message or try again later? Next, I let her know you called. We use this to promise to pass along information politely. For example, okay, I'll let her know you called. What's the best number to reach you? Or sure, I'll let her know you called this morning. Next, please ask him to call me back. We use this when we can't reach someone directly. For example, could you please ask him to call me back when he's done? Or I missed his call. Please ask him to call me back. Next, can I leave a message for Mr. Smith? We use this when the person is not available, and we want to leave information. For example, can I leave a message for Mr. Smith? Just let him know I called. Or he's in a meeting. Can I leave a message for him? Next, sorry, you're breaking up. We use this when the sound is cutting in and out. For example, wait, sorry, you're breaking up. Can you repeat that? Or I think you're breaking up a bit. Are you in a tunnel or something? Next, can you hear me now? We use this when we fix the connection. For example, can you hear me now? I just stepped outside. Or hello, can you hear me now? Or is it still bad? Next, I missed that. What did you say? We use this when we miss a small part of a sentence. For example, sorry, I missed that. What did you say after 300? Or I missed that. Was it Thursday or Friday? Next, could you say that again a bit slower? We use this when the speaker is too fast. For example, sorry, could you say that again a bit slower? I didn't catch the name. Or could you say that again a bit slower? It was kind of noisy on my end. Next, let me read that back to you. We use this when confirming phone numbers, addresses, or dates. For example, let me read that back to you. 7,453, and the last four digits are 6610, right? Or let me read that back to you. Your address is 12 Green Hill Road, right? Next, all right, I'll let you go. We use this to end the call politely. For example, okay, sounds good. I'll let you go, talk soon. Or all right, I'll let you go. Thanks for the chat. Next, thanks for calling. We use this at the end of both casual and professional calls. For example, okay, great, thanks for calling, I'll see you tomorrow. Or thanks for calling, John, have a good night. Next, talk to you later. We use this in casual phone calls. For example, cool, I'll check in tomorrow, talk to you later. Or I will check in tomorrow, talk to you later. Next, let me know if anything changes. We use this to ask the person to update us if plans change. For example, we're all set for 3 p.m. Let me know if anything changes. Or cool, I'll see you there. Just let me know if anything changes. Next, take care. We use this to end the call warmly. Next, I can't talk right now. Can I call you back? We use this when we are busy. For example, hey, I can't talk right now. Can I call you back in a bit? Or sorry, I'm in the middle of something. Can I call you back? Next, can you give me 10 minutes? We use this when we need a few more minutes before talking. For example, hey, I'm just finishing something. Can you give me 10 minutes? Or not a good time at the moment. Can you give me 10 minutes? Next, let's talk a bit later. We use this to pause or delay a conversation. For example, I'm out right now. Let's talk a bit later, okay? Or let's talk a bit later. I'm just heading into a meeting. Next, I'll call you as soon as I can. We use this to promise a callback. For example, can't talk right now, sorry. I'll call you as soon as I can. Or I'm a bit tied up, but I'll call you as soon as I can. Next, mind texting me instead. We use this when we prefer text messages over calls. For example, hey, I'm in class. Mind texting me instead. Or sorry, can't talk right now. Mind texting me instead. Next, can I just check your phone number? We use this when confirming contact details. For example, can I just check your phone number? I have 7,892. Is that right? Or before I hang up, can I just check your number again? Next, could you spell that for me? We use this when something is hard to hear or easy to misspell. For example, sorry, could you spell that for me? Was that Sammy with an I or a Y? Or your email is what again? Could you spell it for me, please? Next, just checking in to see if you got my message. We use this when we are not sure if the other person received our message. For example, hey, just checking in. Did you get the file I sent yesterday? Next, any update on that? We use this when we are waiting for a response or decision. For example, hey, any update on that document we talked about? Or just wondering, any update on the travel plans? Next, I'll follow up with you tomorrow. We use this to show responsibility and stay in touch. For example, no problem. I'll follow up with you tomorrow after the meeting. Next, I tried calling earlier but couldn't get through. We use this to follow up after a missed call. And finally, sorry I missed your call. We use this to apologize politely for not picking up. For example, hey, sorry I missed your call. I was in a meeting. Now, let's answer the questions I asked earlier. 1. When starting a call politely, always introduce yourself clearly. 2. When checking details, it's best to repeat key points. 3. And when someone speaks too fast, politely ask them to slow down or repeat. If you understood these tips, comment below with your favorite phrase today. Which one will you use first? That's all for today, my friends. Keep practicing, keep listening, and use these phrases in your real calls. I'm Ahmed, and this is English Unleashed now. Until next time, take care, talk soon, and keep believing in yourself.